In the last part of our hero's journey, Cleo Trucco once again struck bad luck when I accidentally tripped a house alarm, luring every zombie to her location. But today, I have different plans in mind. Well, two in fact. To find a generator and more gasoline. So far it's been hard to come by, so hopefully today our luck changes. One last thing before I get into this video, if you enjoy it, consider subscribing to the channel. I'm hoping to reach 1K by the end of the year, and we're getting so close to that goal. Anyway, without further ado, let's hop right back into Cleo's story. Since there were no more episodes of Life and Living, my mornings from now on are beginning with a bit of reading. When I got downstairs, I continued eating on a stir fry for my breakfast. Before I went out into the Badlands, I made sure to fill up my water bottle, because I didn't want thirst being Cleo's cause of death. I peeked at my map real quick before finally heading out. I didn't know exactly where I wanted to start my looting adventures today, but as long as we were covering more ground, I'm fine with that. As I got closer into town, Cleo spotted the first hurt of the episode so far. But prior to the expellment of the dead, I continued to give Cleo lung cancer. At least we're getting rid of our anxiety though. Okay, let's be smart about this. We haven't cleared past this house, so there's no telling how many dead are over there. Hopefully we can find a bow for this sometime soon. Let's go loot this house, nothing to worry about. Oh, a zombie. Ah, fuck! I shouldn't have let my guard down. Crap, too many to do the wall trick here. Back to the old-fashioned method. Okay, now we got him. The front door to the first house happened to be locked, so our only way in is through the window. However, when I got inside, I thought I could hear the groans from one of the dead outside, but when I got back out there wasn't any nearby. I'm probably just hearing things. I'm a little on edge after that hurt. There was some in the neighbor's yard though, so let's go ahead and take care of them. We'll leave the other there for now. He's not bothering anybody. When I got back inside, Cleo was blessed with canned food and a ham. I didn't want to take all the perishable food here, since our fridge back at home was now overflowing with it. It would only weigh us down. Maybe I spend the time in the next video to bring another refrigerator over into ours. But of course, like our usual luck so far, there wasn't much else inside that we needed right now. I crossed off that house, and then made my way to the next one, which had a garage in the backyard. Ah, fuck! Another horde! I retreated back to the fence, but there was too many to take on here. I ran back to the house that we just finished looting to try and split the group apart, but the back door was locked, so I couldn't get in. Crap! For a split second I contemplated using my firearm, but if we already had a huge group on us, that would only make things worse. Plus, Cleo's aiming skill hasn't been leveled up yet. I don't think anyway. Finally, I think we're good. Cleo added to her jewelry afterwards, putting on a ruby gold ring to remember this fight, and how she lived to see another day. I thought there would be a few more lingering back around the house, but I guess not. Can't leave these behind. There we go. Dang it, no generator. Jeez, you guys scared me. Inside the garage, I collected a plank, duct tape, and a new screwdriver before I left to go back home. I decided to go ahead and loot up the house while I was here, which allowed Cleo to find electrical volume 2, along with the usual food. Now let's head back home. Safe and sound. While Cleo was storing away the items she had collected today, I made sure that she grabbed the nails from the dresser upstairs. Since we had found a plank earlier, we can now add it to one of the windows, which I went to go do, right after I cooked up a stir fry. And now that that's boarded up, I started dismantling excess furniture around the house as well. It's about time I got to this. Oh, dinner's done. Let's take a second to cool off finally. Man, does Cleo look like a badass. After I added the one singular plank I collected from inside, I put away my tools, smoked a cigarette, and went to bed. Now that we're awake, let's put this back on. Once I was downstairs, I checked up on my skills so far. Still haven't been able to level up electrical. Oh, and I do have some levels in aiming and reloading. I forgot I took up a gunsmith trait beforehand. After that, I filled up the bottles I had on me, placing the extra on top of the fridge. Then I sat down to read up on First Aid Volume 1 before eventually heading on outside. Oh, that's more than I thought. Shit, not again. Well, the zombies lured us here. May as well search it. Food and sleeping tablets we don't quite need were all this place had to offer. On to the next. Okay, let's get them taken care of before they sneak up on us. Great. There's even more next door. But we'll worry about them in a minute. When I got inside, Cleo was once again left empty-handed. We just aren't finding anything good. Hopefully the shed has something. Nope, just a zombie. Actually, there is a metal bar we can attach to Cleo's back to use as a weapon instead. Better that than continuing to break our hammer. Now with our freshly acquired weapon, let's clear this group out. Shoot, a new pistol. I'll take that. Another garage without a generator to add to the list. But on the bright side, there was a plank stowed away. Then Cleo snacked on some ice cream before entering into the house. Apparently we have to fight off another wave of zombies before we can do that. Before I bit off more than Cleo could chew, I went ahead and cowered my way back home, because it was starting to get a little late. Good, nothing followed us back. Oh, I've been so caught up on covering ground towards town that I completely forgot about the east side of my base. Then I collected the nails and saw from upstairs, boarded up the remaining window, and went to grab more planks, starting with our neighbor's house. And while I was inside doing that, Cleo discovered some remotes that I'd left behind, so she dismantled all three, before returning home to continue fortifying the base. Now every window has at least 2 planks, so when the next helicopter comes by, I'll feel a little better about staying in the house. But maybe I'll also fortify the house with the exterior wall that we used for the last one. We could definitely use that as a rendezvous in case things get ugly. Anyway, we'll do that a different day. It's time to catch some sleep. The next morning, I started my day by giving Cleo a bath from the sink. It's been a few days since my last one, and you never know when the water may shut off. For breakfast, I sliced up a loaf of bread along with a few pieces of ham, and made myself a sandwich. And on my way back towards town, I checked up on my map. I knew that this street over here was walled off on the outside with a double high wall, so whatever zombies were lured over by the helicopter and found their way inside are probably still lingering around. So it's definitely an area that I want to get cleared out. Once I made my way into the first house, I could see the damage the house alarm from the previous episode had caused. Although there weren't any dead inside this house, there wasn't much loot either. To the next one. When that house was safe to enter, I ended up needing to bash my way in. But like the previous one, there was hardly anything in here. I need a smoke to keep dealing with this unfortunate luck. Vehicles! Please have gas. Oh, another pistol. Doesn't look like there's any more vehicles in the subdivision though. When I got back to the ambulance, I started with checking out the back, where I collected medical items and placed 3 trauma bags onto the ground. And when I opened them up, even more medical supplies. Now I feel a lot better about getting injured, knowing we'll have everything Cleo needs to patch herself up back at home. I checked the mechanics on the truck first, which had an empty gas tank. But the ambulance did have a tiny bit inside. I'll take whatever I can find at this point. Before I started walking back home, I repaired my hammer once again using some duct tape I just found in the bed of the truck. And let's mark off those houses. Wait, did I loot that one? No, I didn't. We'll save that one for a different day. Back at home, I put a little bit of fuel into the car and threw a patty into the oven because tonight, Cleo wanted to cook up a burger. Oops, I didn't mean to make it an only meat burger. Cleo wasn't too tired just yet, so I ventured back over towards the neighbors' houses to start farming up some more planks from them. Which when I got back to the house, I added to the windows. Our safe house has gotten a lot more secure in this episode, and if you're excited for the next one, be sure to drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you're new here. We're getting closer and closer to 1K subscribers every day, which I can't thank you all enough for. If you guys want to talk to me outside of the comments, the link to my socials are down below. And with all that out of the way, I'll see you all in the next video.